Zion National Park is the most visited park in Utah. When I arrived, I could see why. As I drove through the tunnels with the windows showing me glimpses of Zion's beauty, I knew I made a right decision to drive from Florida to Utah. From the steep red cliffs and epic, infamous hikes such as Angel's Landing and the Narrows, I was wondering what exactly I'd gotten myself into, and if I would be able to complete these solo. The terrain here is wild, with summer having flash floods to extreme temperatures. There are many factors that make Zion National Park pretty intimidating if you're traveling solo, and while I was with my mom, she wasn't able to complete the hikes. So follow along to see how this adventure unfolds. So we just entered Utah, we headed through Kanab, and now we're at the border and boundaries of Zion National Park. We'll be spending the night in Springdale, Utah, which is literally 0.2 miles away from the entrance to Zion National Park, and we'll be going around probably today to see some of the parks, maybe take the shuttle bus that makes a huge circle around the park to get an idea and our bearing straight for Zion. But I'm really excited for Utah and everything this park has to offer and the other 4 national parks we're going to see. But for now, here, check out some of these views on the drive there. We entered from the east entrance after driving about an hour from Lake Powell. This is by far one of the most jaw-dropping entrances to any national park I've ever seen. Located in southwest Utah, Zion's range in elevation goes from 3,666 feet to 8,726 feet, and we were coming in from the top. Mom, this drive is just beautiful no matter what, you know? Oh my goodness. Oh, I got a good video of them. Oh, so we just did the Zion switchbacks. Like, we went through the tunnel and then we went down the switchbacks, and that was a way to enter the park because I'm not gonna even lie, some of it looks so surreal / also, I don't even know, how do you describe that? It kind of makes you feel like you're, I don't know, just on a roller coaster, I don't know, on Space Mountain, and I don't know. So it was pretty cool, but now we're just heading towards the visitor center. It might be closed this morning, but I mean this afternoon, but we are gonna see if we can get the last shuttle to ride the park around for 90 minutes. If not, then we'll just go to our hotel. This is definitely one of the most beautiful drives that I've ever seen. Since I had limited time to explore Zion National Park, I headed straight to the Temple of Sinawava and to hike to the Narrows, where you can follow the Virgin River stream through tall and steep cliffs. So we're here at the Riverside Walk, and this is about a mile trail up into where the Narrows begins. And it's not too bad, but it's at the end of the 8-mile road that takes you here by shuttle. And yeah, we're just gonna check it out, and then tomorrow I'll probably be hiking the Narrows as well. Super excited and ready to head out there. The Narrows is one of the most famous hikes in Zion. It is the narrowest section of Zion Canyon, with walls towering up to 1,000 feet above you as you trudge through water, sometimes waist deep in areas. There's no way to stay dry on this trail. I decided to only hike for about an hour because I wanted to race the sun, and there was flash flood warnings, so I was a bit nervous, especially since I was hiking alone. What to wear for the Narrows hike? I would recommend synthetic layers, closed-toed shoes, or water hiking shoes like my Keens, and I also found a hiking stick at the beginning of the trail, which was definitely helpful. Yeah. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's get some water. Let's get wet. So we got a plan. I'm just going to walk in 15 minutes and back in 15 minutes once I hit the water. The guy said that like once you hit that, like you see quite a lot of it, and I want to be safe and not sorry and just get back in time to make sure I'm not hiking in the dark, because that would not be fun. But let's go check this out. The sky wasn't particularly sunny and it looked like it was gonna rain, so the flash flood warnings did scare me a little bit because I was alone and so many people were heading on their way back. But I decided not to let it stop me. Let's go. There's a deep, what? Just a little bit. Why?
The water has risen. It's on the way there is mostly just free crossing.
What do you mean risen? You think that there's a flash flood maybe?
Yeah, I mean on the entrance it says it's probably flash flood.
Oh, okay.
So soon it will be.
I'm just gonna go to the corridor. This is so ridiculous. Oh. Guys, this is something else. I almost have the Neros all to myself. Well, there's some people I spoke to soon, but this is really cool. And I'm using my stick ahead of me to kind of know how deep the water is. This moment was so happy because from the beginning of the trail I was a little bit nervous to go at it alone because everybody was coming back, but in the end it all worked out. Oh, this is so good. So we just finished the Narrows. Well, not finished. Did part of. On my way back, I headed back with a few people and we ran into a deer that was blocking our path for quite some ways. Finally, it scattered off and we were able to pass by. Making our way back before dark, we headed to the shuttle and headed to the Zion Lodge, where I was able to check out what the property located right in the national park was like. There's a restaurant site and there were a ton of deer in the lawn, but we decided to head into town in Springdale because we had to check in at the Quality Inn where we were staying, and then decided to dine at Mimi's Cafe. So just here at Mimi's Cafe, it's not that far from the entrance to Zion National Park, and we're just about to head to Quality Inn where we're staying for the night before heading to Zion Glamping Adventures. But I'm in love with this Mimi's Hawaiian sandwich with the waffle fries, and my mom got a Cuban chicken sandwich. It's exactly what you need after a day of hiking and checking out the sights of Zion National Park. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy my food and then we're gonna head off and get some Z's. But for now, I'm just gonna chill. With only one night to stay in Springdale, I decided to stay at the Quality Inn because it was quite affordable and there were shuttles each morning that brought me straight into the park, so I didn't have to worry about parking. The next morning, I woke up bright and early because I wanted to be one of the first ones on the shuttle to get to Angel's Landing to do the infamous hike. No travel is without its hiccups, but today there's like flash flood warnings in Zion Canyon. But for now, the weather looks pretty nice. However, things can literally change in like the flip of a switch. But for now, I'm gonna try to hike to the base of Angel's Landing, and if it starts pouring, I'll turn around. But for now, I'll explore this bit of Zion Canyon and enjoy the bus ride because it's really beautiful no matter what. Today you need to get a permit to hike Angel's Landing due to congestion on the trails, but you can actually apply the day before for a lottery for the following day, or you can apply way in advance. I'm pretty spontaneous, so you know which one I would choose. What would you choose? Let me know in the comments. Also, I'll link below to the rules of applying for the lottery. Honestly, you won't have to worry solo hiking this trail because it is so busy. This 4.4 mile round trip out and back loop is definitely full of avid travelers and hikers, so you won't be alone. After hiking up the switchbacks, it's such a reward to be able to finally see the ending in sight, Angel's Landing. I've been waiting to come up here. The weather is a little bit iffy, but I'm gonna still try to go a little ways. But for now, I get to enjoy these views. While the switchbacks may leave you out of breath, I took a little rest while I had my lunch and enjoyed the views. And then I tried to attempt the chain fence. I was definitely nervous. There's signs everywhere telling you people have fallen to their deaths, and it's a very thin path. I saw babies being carried up it. I saw a lot, but for me, I just took it as easy as I could and followed my own intuition for what I was comfortable with. In the beginning, I was really going for it, one foot in front of the other, and it was super windy, and I tried not to look down. The trail was super steep, and not only that, there were clouds in the distance that looked like it was going to rain, and I did not want to be stuck on sandstone with water running down it because it is extremely slippery when that happens. And on either side of you on this trail is a steep drop. I was making good pace, but once I felt one raindrop, it had me stop in my tracks. I was definitely not comfortable, and I saw I had a whole nother hump to cross that looked extremely steep and was going to be the scariest part of the trail. So I decided in this moment that I wanted to turn back, and I'm so glad I did, because then it rained and it was torrential downpour. It is now turning miserable. It just started pouring rain after being sunny. Now it's running down. In the end, I was glad that I attempted it, and the hike was really beautiful up until that point, and it made some good friends on the trail. Finally, it was time to head back. So that was definitely something. I mean, hiking Angel's Landing and those switchbacks were so beautiful, and now I'm pretty much done with Zion. I might, on the way to Bryce, head to see the Canyon Overlook Trail, which is only a mile long. It's on the east side, close to the east side entrance. And then for the rest of today, I'm gonna get food. We checked out of the Quality Inn where we stayed close by, and we're heading to Zion Glamping Adventures, which I'm very excited for. And I mean, hopefully the weather picks up, but we're gonna have some adventures like UTVing and probably exploring some slot canyons. So very excited to bring you along with me. Let's continue exploring Utah. The shuttles were really convenient, and I decided to take one to meet my mom at the cafe where she was waiting for me. So as the wild is, the wild does, and it just constantly is changing weather here. Over my shoulder you can see the Cliff Rose, which is a Curio Collection hotel located right at the gates of the park. And of course, my favorite, coffee, and my van's right there. But yeah, I'm meeting my mom here. Feel Love Coffee has amazing lattes, I've heard. And after a long hike and a cold one once it started raining, I'm ready for some coffee. Let's go. Finally, I grabbed my latte to go from Feel Love Coffee at Zion and then hit the road. We had about an hour-and-a-half journey to get to Zion Glamping Adventures, where I would be spending the next few days exploring the outskirts and some hidden gems in the area around Zion. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button and subscribe so you are made aware of my next video in this Utah road trip series. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions.